Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. I have already shared with you the introduction and the summary of the second lesson, the address. I have already addressed you the address lesson. Now let us read together. I would request all the students to have the textbook in your hand so you can understand it well. Very easy lesson. Page number 10, the address lesson. This short story is a poignant account of a daughter who goes in search of her mother belonging after the war in Holland. Yes, this is about the story is about the pre-war, during the war and post-war. I have already told you the summary, so it's very easy to understand. When she finds them, the object evokes memories of her earlier life. However, she decides to leave them all behind and resolve to move on. At last, she decided not to take her possession, not to take her belongings back from Mrs. Darling. As it reminds the memories of her earlier lives. Let's begin to read the very first line. Do you still know me? I asked. That girl Mrs. Ash's daughters went to the house of Mrs. Darling. She was given the protagonist means the real character of the story. The entire lesson is revolving around the one character, that is Mrs. Ash's daughter. Name is not given, right? So Mrs. Ash's daughter. The entire story is revolving around her. So I would say protagonist only. So she just went to after the war. Once the war finished, atmosphere became very normal. Everything was normal. There was no any fear of riots, or there was no any fear of attack. So she came out of her house after the many months, right? And she wanted to take back the possession. She wanted to take her belonging back. So she remember her mother is no more. She passed out during the war only. So after the war, this is post-war. She just went to she decided to go to the address given by her mother very long before, right? So she just went to that particular address, and she was standing at the threshold of Mrs. Darling's house. She was just standing at the entrance of her house, and she asked the question, "Do you still know me?" I asked. The woman looked at me searchingly. The door was open, and that woman, that was Mrs. Darling, she was very greedy, very cunning, very materialistic, I would say very hypocrite, liar. The woman looked at me searchingly, seriously. Searching means seriously. She had opened a door a chink. Chink means narrow opening, not that much. She didn't open the door widely. She opened the door in a chink manner. I came closer and stood on the step. That girl, Mrs. Protagonist, went near to her and stood at the step. "No, I don't know you." How great liar she is. "I'm Mrs. Ash's daughter." So she is there giving her introduction, that she is daughter of Ash. She held her hand on the door as though she wanted to prevent it opening any further. She was holding her door in such a way as if she wanted to prevent someone. Her face gave absolutely no sign of recognition. She failed to she pretended to recognize her, though she was knowing her well, but she failed to recognize, as she didn't want to give her belongings. She didn't want to give that materials or the vessels or the goods given by S to her daughter back. She didn't want to give it back, so she failed to recognize. She pretended to recognize her. She kept staring at me in silence, and she was just standing before her before protagonist in a silent way. Perhaps I was mistaken, as he failed to recognize me, so that the girl protagonist thought that she was at the wrong person and she was at the wrong address. I thought perhaps it's not her. I had seen her only once, fleetingly, and that was years ago. So she was thinking that yes, I was at the wrong address and wrong person, and she started thinking that she had seen Mrs. Darling only once, and that is also fleetingly, not last only for a moment, very long before, very many years before. It was most probable that I had rung the wrong bell. She thought that she was at the wrong address. The woman let go of the door and stepped to the side. She was wearing my mother's green knitted cardigan, and Mrs. Darling, she was wearing protagonist mother's cardigan. The wooden buttons were rather pale from washing, and protagonist was there. Look at her, and she came to know that Mrs. Darling was wearing her mother's cardigan sweater. Cardigan means sweater. She saw that I was looking at the cardigan and half hid herself again behind the door. Once Mrs. Darling noticed that she was there looking at the cardigan sweater, she hid herself. But I knew that I was right. Let me now tell you in nutshell. The protagonist asked the woman standing at the door if she still knew her. The lady had opened the door a little. The protagonist closer to the door and stood there. The woman responded negatively, and the protagonist still gave her introduction. She said she was Mrs. Ash's daughter. The woman had held the door tightly as she didn't want her to enter the house. She kept staring at the protagonist, though she couldn't recognize her. The protagonist thought maybe she had come to the wrong house, wrong address. She had seen the woman only for a short time years ago. The woman who answered the door stepped aside and let go of the door. The protagonist recognized her mother's green knitted cardigan that the woman was wearing. The wooden button had become pale because of the washing. The woman noticed the protagonist looking at the cardigan. She hid behind the door. Now the protagonist knew that she had come to the right house. Well, you know my mother. Well, you knew my mother, I asked. Have you come back? Said the woman. I thought that no one had come back. She asked him question that you know my mother. And she, in response to that, Mrs. Darling told her that she asked him if she had come back. And she thought that no one had come back. And protagonist replied that she only came back. She is alone came back. After the door opened and closed in the passage behind her. Yes, somebody was there inside the house, and a door opened and closed in the passage behind her. Musty smell emerged from her house. A very bad smell was coming out, musty, stale. I regret I cannot do anything for you. Mrs. Darling says that she was not able to do anything for her. I have come here specially on the train. This is spoken by Mrs. Ash, protagonist, Mrs. Ash's daughter. I have come here specially on the train. I wanted to talk to you for a moment. It's not convenient for me now. Mrs. Darling says that it was not convenient for her to talk with her. Said the woman, I can't see you another time, please. She nodded and cautiously closed the door as though no one inside the house should be disturbed. And she did not welcome her. Instead, she failed to recognize her, and she even didn't give time to me to talk to her, and she just went back. I stood where I was on the step. The curtain in the front of the bay window moved. Somehow stare at me and would then have someone stare at me and then would have asked me what I wanted. If somebody would have noticed me and somebody would have asked me what I wanted, because I was standing at the house of someone. Oh, nothing, the woman would have said. It was nothing. Now let me explain in nutshell. The protagonist asked the woman about her mother. The woman asked her if she had come back. She replied only to her, and no one else came with her. The woman opened the door, and passage was behind her. A stale smell occurred all over. The woman told her that she could not do anything for her. The protagonist told her that she had come from a far place on the train just to talk to her. The woman told her it is not convenient to talk right now and asked her to come back later. The woman closed the door as she didn't want anyone to get disturbed in the house. The protagonist was still standing on the step. She saw a curtain moving on the window bay. Someone was staring at her from inside the house. She thought it was nothing, as the woman would have told her. Third paragraph, let's see. I look at the nameplate again because that girl was there standing all alone and thought that she thought that if she was at the right address and the right person. So she looked at the plate again, which was there stuck at near the window at the entrance. Darling, it said. The address was Darling. In black letter on white enamel. And on the gem a bit higher, the number 46. So let me just tell, Darling was the name of, oh yes, Darling it was, the name was written, it was Darling, yes. And it was Marconi Street, 46, yes. As I walked slowly back to the station, I thought about my mother. So she was at the right place, at the right address, and she came back from that place and she started going back to her house, and I thought about my mother. She was thinking about her mother, who had given me the address years ago, and it had been in the first half of the war. It was the time of the war. I was home for a few days, and struck me immediately that something or other about the rooms had changed. So when she went, she was there thinking about the past life, that once she had visited her own house, her mother was there inside the house, and she just went inside the house. So she noticed that many things were missing. So I missed various things. My mother was surprised. I should have noticed so quickly. His mother was so surprised that she came very late, that many of the things inside the house were not there inside. Then she told me about Mrs. Darling. Yes. She told about Mrs. Darling that I had never heard of her, but apparently she was an old acquaintance of my mother. She was an old friend of her mother, whom she had not seen for years. She had suddenly turned up means visit, and renew their contact. Since then, she had come regularly. So this was the small introduction of Mrs. Darling. She was an old acquaintance of Mrs. S. She would come to her house, and Mrs. S. was giving her belongings to her for safety purpose, for security and safety purpose. Okay. Now let me explain you in nutshell. Gem, side post of a window, acquaintance, stranger, social contact. The protagonist looked at the number plate. It had number 46. Darling was written on the plate on white enamel. And she was going back to the station. She was thinking about her mother, who gave her the address. It was the first half of the war. She was home for a few days, and suddenly struck her that the room was different now. Various things were missing. Her mother was surprised that she noticed the change a little later. It was that time when she told her about this woman. Mrs. Darling, she was an old contact of hers whom she hadn't seen for years. Suddenly she came to visit her, and since then they had been regular contact. I will begin inshallah from the fourth paragraph of this lesson in the very next video. Meanwhile, I request all the students to go through this lesson and try to understand yourself, right? It's very easy lesson. In the very first exam, in the very first test, whenever the test is going to be conducted by school, this lesson is going to be the part of that coming assessment, coming exam. So request all the students to go through this lesson, try to understand. It is very easy. If you have any query, feel free to ask me on my WhatsApp number 7383759748. Allah Hafiz.